Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that... be a touchback. Right to the air is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. 26. Cobb goes in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Joshua Williams gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He's at the 40. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. The credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. He's got room at the 30, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Jones will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. From 13 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. In motion left is Cobb. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers to throw once more. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Boy, that could have been a real momentum boost going into the break. You get into field goal position with a chance to seize the lead, but this one doesn't find the target, and they're unable to capitalize.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And
he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. An extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Cobb goes in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joshua Williams able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
for him. It's Rodgers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Uses the stiff arm. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
43.
Second down, McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Passing lanes tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.